Hello, everyone. This is NYC Boom coming from the Double A Club podcast, and I'm here joined with a special guest, James Haynes. Introduce yourself, James.
Hey, Albert, how you doing? My name is James Haynes. I'm in Staten Island, New York. Um, I've known Albert for many years and everything. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for
Awesome.
inviting me.
That's very good. So we met each other through wrestling at first when I was an independent wrestler and I was part of the incredible, most amazing independent tag teams in independent history, Latin Revolution.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I mean, and you was a fan.
myself, my nephew. We used to come to the shows. We used to cheer you on.
Hmm. And and was there anything from our introductions, our meetings, and from you watching our entertainment part of the shows? Was there anything that just like caught your eye or maybe motivated you or anything like that?
I'm going to tell you this in all honesty. All of you guys in the independent wrestling, I tip my hat to you as always. I give you a lot of respect because you put in blood, sweat, tears. You put in mad hours and everything. A lot of guys don't. Half the time? What do they get? Uh, Popcorn and peanuts and maybe a soda and everything. But you guys put in your souls and you gave it to the fans, and that's what I always enjoyed going to see all these shows, and it was even better than going to WWE back then in TNA when they were or Ring of Honor and everything. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I appreciated you guys, the moves you guys did. It's like he just did that, and it's like
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because it is completely different. I try to explain to certain people that the independent circuit is a completely different type of atmosphere compared to you going to one of those big chains. Nothing to take away from WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, all those places. They've had their successes, but the independent circuit is just a much more intimate atmosphere. It's like it's more involved.
Exactly, and hard work pays off a lot of times. I've
Yeah, a
seen
lot of
that with a
times.
lot of you guys.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, well, hard work does pay off. And definitely, I mean, as from the independent side, it's extremely hard for us because we have to train, we have to work. This isn't the wrestling isn't part of our full time job, unlike some of these bigger organizations that's all they do.
No, you got to get it. You got to make a paycheck another way too.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about you was in a cooking contest, right?
There's the second contest in 2 years. Second thing I competed in 2 year in a 2 year period. Yeah, one was cooking, and one I was on TV with about 100 other people. I'll get to that even after. It was called We Are Family, which is on Hulu, and if you whoever your cable provider is on Fox on demand and everything.
Okay.
That was an amazing process too.
So
But cooking,
let's talk.
I
Let's
just
first
did.
talk about the We Are Family because that was first, right? Or
Yeah.
was the cook? Yeah. So let's go through a timeline then. So We Are Family. Tell me a little bit about that show.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you this, it took about 2 years for me to get to in September of 2023. For me to go to Atlanta, it took a 2 year process, plenty of interviews, plenty of emails to waiting process on that because I want to make sure everybody was cleared, clarified. This one, it wasn't a fraud. This one wasn't on another show, and we can't use him and everything. I went through a long process, about 3 interviews, and as one of the interviews said, life changing. That's what it was because I had to go to Atlanta. I met a lot of people from all across the country, from in all 49 out of the 50 states. They didn't get no one from Alaska and one from Puerto Rico. Beautiful
Mm,
young lady there and everything. And we all stood there for about 2 weeks, did 10 episode tapings and everything in a hotel. It was almost like a camp, but we got to go to Atlanta. got to see the sights and everything, and it just after that we all became a great family and all, and it was an amazing and life changing event for me because I got to see people, I got to see celebrities that I've never met before in front of me. I got to meet Joe McHale, talk to him.
Mm.
Anthony Anderson, his mother Doris, who was right next to me. You could always see on the shows and everything. I always everybody says, we could find you on the show. You're like a fly in a glass of milk. But
So,
I had a lot of fun.
so this was a reality show or something like that.
It was a game show,
It was a game
and
show. So what was the plot of the game show?
absolutely, the plot of the game show was in a sphere was a celebrity. Now, their celebrity, someone that the celebrity knows, came out and they sung a song. They gave you clues on the sphere. Now, they gave you stuff from clues like what they've done, and you had a picture out like it was a Keanu Reeves was one. They had a comedy stage for Nikki Glazer was on one episode. Um, they had a black unicorn for Tiffany Haddish, and they showed you who they were, and you had to figure out the clues.
Mm.
Then they had the person in the second time sing with their excuse me
Bless you.
with their thank you with their partner. And a lot of times afterwards, you'd be like, you see more clues and everything. You'd see TV show clues, and everything, and it's like, okay, I know who this person is. Put it in. When they're ready to reveal, it's it was Joe McHale who hosted 2 episodes. They had Cam Newton there as at one of them. It's one of the episodes and everything. And they even had Jay Farrell, who's doing the show with the balls now, the quiz with the balls. He was there, and they were a lot of fun. They interact with all the people there before they go with the taping and everything, and you get a lot of like, wait a minute, oh, that's why I didn't get it because this they had a pepper up there, and it was dealing with that instead, and you thinking it was like salt or even spinderella, and it was pepper in a way.
Hmm.
But I give you all these clues and everything. You gotta watch. I tell people they gotta watch the episodes now. Now I got you intrigued. But
We
it
are.
was a lot of fun. We got to all interact. We still talk during the shows, and I talked to a couple of production assistants and everything who are really great people. And down the line, a lot of us are like, hey, this is coming up, or this is coming up. Hey, you want to be an extra in this. I got a guy that's an extra in Superman. It's going to be the next Superman movie. I got
Mm.
someone that's going to be in the next Penguin series
Mm.
that's doing it, and that they're taping now on Max. So everybody's doing something and everything. I had 2 guys on there that are game show pros. They were both on Wheel of Fortune. One was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Regis, God rest his soul, and even he was in the audience on The Price Is Right. But
Mm.
it really life changing, and like I was one of 100 people that was originally picked, and then there was a total of us of about 116 total contestants. And I tell you this, life changing and all. And you always got to say, people will be like, I didn't do too good. It says, do too good, whether you made $1 or you made $50,000. You made the show out of 25,000 contestants that competed online, went on Zoom meetings between producers, production assistants, agents, hosts, and everything. They want to see, are you a good fit? So, and that's how I got a little bit of my competitive streak started going a little bit more and everything, getting into some more interviews with some other like there was a Hollywood Squares, but I'd wait for they told me, "Hey, we'll get back to you and everything." I'm like, "Okay." And all, but that's that was part of the first start of this and everything, life change, and it's amazing.
That is amazing, and it sounds like it's a difficult process to try to get on, like if you want to try to get on a reality show or something like that, it's
Ex-
a difficult process.
Yeah, they look at they you get put under a microscope. People don't understand. You get put under a microscope, and they want to make sure you're this person and everything. This is you. This is the person that they want on the show. They show you to all these the the big wigs and everything with the studios, and they're like, okay, we want this guy. Okay, we want this young lady. All right, we want those two people there and everything. And it's amazing. It's amazing on it. So, and I'm very pleased and proud that I did that show, and I have no regrets.
Okay, so with the now with the cooking show, and I'm guessing that We Are Family show helped you try to get into the cooking show in a way.
It motivated me to do something else. Like that was I found that We Are Family online, a game show online. It came out to be We Are Family. Then I seen would you in an ad on Instagram. Would you like to be on the magazine with Carla Hall? And I love Carla Hall
Mm-hmm.
from the Halloween baking, the holiday baking, the spring bake, summer baking, and everything. I've watched her on Top Chef, and I've always known she's very impressive. She'll take a pound cake and she'll make that into a wedding cake.
Mm-hmm.
She'll take pork and beans